Yo guys, what up? Back again with another video. Me, Patrick LeVar, building a profitable Blender Octane Skool community on the Skool platform and Skool, and basically sharing everything in public. And yeah, if you guys are new here, I'm gonna go through, spend like a couple minutes here answering questions, and then I'm just gonna do a quick mind dump on what it's like trying to make a Blender Octane community to make $1,000 a month MRR. Right now I'm like about 489 or 490, something like that. I'm close to it, basically almost under 4 grand a year through my community. The ultimate goal is to hit a grand a month. So this is me documenting the whole journey so I can teach others, and hopefully others will be inspired to do the same thing. So first thing we're going to go through is some questions quickly. I've got a new little setup here in OBS. So boom, boom, there we go. Very nice. And questions. All right. Well, we got a question here. Thank you. Replying to the render I did yesterday. Actually, finally had a moment in time to actually work on a render yesterday, which was this old school kind of floppy disk drives. I actually used to use these. These were how I used to play games on a floppy disk drive, right? So I made this render. I actually have the whole video of how I lit this whole scene and put the scene together in our Blender Octane community. This was an exclusive video for them only, but I'm gonna make other videos for you guys out here on YouTube too that are not in the community. So don't be threatened. You'll be fine. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Let's see what we got next. The frack guy, that was from yesterday. Actually, I need to hard it so I know that I got it. Brick, oh, he's actually a member in our Blender Octane Skool community. Nice, great picture for the beginning of a story. Thank you very much, brother, appreciate that. Next question, make sure you hit reply. That's actually cool. I never used GeoNodes, and this makes me wanna need with them. What were we talking about? I think I may have let's see what quickly this is, and make sure I mute this thing here. What are we talking about? Oh, the jumping animation in GeoNodes. Okay, yeah, this was again another geometry tutorial that I found online on YouTube, and I wanted to see if I can do it in Octane, and there it is. It worked pretty much. The only thing with GeoNodes in Blender is that they're still working on bringing out those color attributes, all those different type of attributes. You can bring out color attributes and black and white attributes. I think I haven't played with it in a while. Those are the only ones, but then they're still working on getting the other attributes up to date. So bear with us. Hopefully we'll get more coming soon. Actually, I need to check on that. It's been a while since I've checked. In Digital Productions Classic. Can't believe it's been a year since this video. It has been a year since that video, right? Yeah, I don't really like making Octane versus Cycles videos anymore because it just brings in so much negative vibes in the comments. Like, people are just going at it, and this is better. This is like, I'm not. The world is already so negative that I just don't want to deal with more negativity anywhere. So that's why I kind of shy away from doing these Octanes versus Cycles videos anymore, because I use Octane, I use Cycles. Like, you know, they're slightly different. They've got their strengths and their weaknesses, and let's just leave it as that. Like, there is no right or wrong. You know, Cycles people get all defensive. God, you shouldn't use it. I'm like, dude, if Cycles was the ultimate render engine, there will be no other engines, right? Right. So, anyways, hi, Cycles. Please, here we go. Cycles could 100% render this, including physically accurate dispersion, but it could never be compared to Octane speed. Same for scattering medium. I'm not going to comment, but yeah, I like Octane because of its speed when it comes to glass and subsurface. That is one of the strong suits of Octane, but you know, everybody's got their opinions, and yeah. Thanks for the answer. I tried many of render engines in the past 5 years. So far, I like V-Ray the most. Okay, good. There is also an artist on YouTube who makes content about it for Fabian's Escra simulations and the mode graph. Interesting. Good. Yeah, that was me talking about there's many render engines out there. Everybody's got their own pick. It's like same with supercars. Would you buy a Ferrari or would you buy a Lambo or a Bugatti, or you know, everybody's got their taste, right? So it's the same with render engines. Damn, I really need to sit down and get the Octane render properly set up. Yes, it is a beast to get it set up properly and out of the box. It's not that kind. That's why I just built this whole I have a startup file in the Gumroad that's already for free. You can download that one now. But I just recently built a very big one for my community here, where we got all kinds of presets. I got render passes set up, I've got denoiser set up, I've got preset lighting setups, everything inside. It's like the ultimate Blender Octane starter kit. Yes, that is one reason. And then we just updated our material Skool library asset browser. So we've got some new materials in there, a lot of plastic materials. We've got some car assets in there because a lot of people in our community do car renders, so they've donated some pieces, and we've got this like exclusive material pack, but that's got to stay inside the community. Okay, what is our next one here? I love the fact that you go on walks and record these. Yeah, I'm notorious for that on my shorts. Like, I get ideas on my morning walks all the time, and I'm like, we got the technology, so I just hit record, boom, and do it right then and there. So yeah, I do love the power of the mobile phone and posting. I haven't done a lot of shorts in the last couple of weeks, and on Instagram stuff, just taking a break from. Even Instagram has become a little toxic area that I'm just not happy with. There's so much negativity going on with AI, and just like I just kind of I just don't want to be involved in any of those conversations right now. So that's why I've kind of taken a step back from playing around with Instagram and the shorts feeds right now. But I'll get back into it. This definitely looks like a trick question, because technically specular is the primary exposure knob for the reflective pass. What is he talking about? Is this one of my post questions? Oh, this is 7 months ago. What render passes in Octane would you use to isolate reflections for later compositing in post? 60% said the reflection pass, and I think that was the correct answer. Yeah, that is the correct answer, the reflection pass. I should get back to doing the polls. That was actually pretty fun. That was pretty fun. I had a lot of. That was actually something I took out of my community and brought over to YouTube. This definitely looks like a trick question. I think I might bring those back. Let me know in the comments if you guys want some more quizzes like that. I can do that. That's why if you guys got any questions, you can post them on any video, and hope they'll show up here so I can get to them. Doesn't matter if it's just this particular video or not, but you can do it. Just perfect. Blender tracking. Ooh, yeah, I have fun doing. Matter of fact, okay, where are we at? 8 minutes. I'm gonna jump out of this real quick, you guys, and I'm gonna show you what I've been working on and playing with recently. Because CG Matter Default Cube he had made a tracker add-on, and I've been playing with that, and it works really cool, man. It's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and load that up quickly. So we'll play with that for my mind dump here. Track 4. This is what I did. Literally, I brought it in the sequence, right? I chose undistort, hit this button, and it takes the video and automatically cranks it down to image sequences. And then after that, now this portion, I wanted to, if I'm using Cycle, it makes a dense cloud, doing something with geometry modes. I have not gotten it to work with Octane, but I've gotten the point cloud to work with Octane. You can see here in the background, I've already generated this, and literally all I do is hit undistort, and then I come down to select how many max resolutions I want, and then I just hit CUDA and hit track, and then about 4 minutes later, depending on the shot, I got this track here, right? There's my camera and the point cloud. I can see really easy how to rebuild my scene. And then if I jump over here, and then I can bring in my background. Where is it at? Actually, I actually have the wrong background. I should bring in the undistorted clip. Let me reload that, delete that, open this up, bring in the undistorted clip here. Hang on for a second. Let's bring in the undistorted clip. Undistorted. images, PNG1 undistorted, PNG1. Let's go one. Open. Alright. I hope I hit the space bar on while I was still in OBS, and that stops the video, so I need to change that. Now if we jump back in here, we should see my image. How come I'm not seeing my background? Oh, there we go. And there's the background. It looks really tight, right? Look at that. Make sure that's fully up. I mean, look at that. That is freaking awesome. So the track is like ready to go pretty much. And then I've already built some geometry in here to get everything interactive, right? And then I've already building this trash can right here because I'm gonna start having a bunch of like things pop out of it. But like I didn't have to do any camera matching. It did everything. It's absolutely fantastic. Like how good this thing is. And it probably even works. I want to try it right now with cycles to see if it will. You know what? Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try quickly. This may crash, but let me just go to a fresh scene. Let me show you kind of the workflow for this. This is actually turned into a video. What I'm going to do is come over here. I'm going to change this to cycles. I'm going to pop back over into I'm going to go to my add-on camera view tracker. Then what I'm going to do is you got to save your file because it needs to save the directory. It's going to save a bunch of stuff to it, right? So it's better to save your file. And I'm going to save my file quickly here. Let's go to 8. Tracking test. Track test. Alright. So I've got the file saved. And now what I want to do is go select my file. And this one, let me find the track that I was going to use. Test footage right here. This is shot off my Pixel phone. Why won't it let me select it? It's not letting me select it. Sequence. See, I knew I probably shouldn't have tried to do this live. Sequence. Boom. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so now I'm just going to rip through and take that video and bring it into sequences. Boom, it's done. Like, I couldn't even fire up. Normally I'll have to go to DaVinci and fire it. It took, look, it's finished. So now what I'm going to do is go undistort. I'm gonna check this high density right here. This is one I can never get to work in cycle. I mean in Octane, so I'm gonna see if it works in cycles. And I'm gonna leave this all stock for now because I'm just doing a test. CUDA, and then camera track. So it's gonna go through, and it's going to basically track the footage and do the camera match, all like right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, and I'm actually gonna set my timer to see right now since we just started. Where's my hurry up. I'm gonna set my timer, stopwatch, go. We'll add on like 15 seconds. Alright, I'll see you when it's finished. Well, it didn't work again, and I think it's just a Blender Octane Edition version. Yeah, like it gets this far and I got a little error that popped up earlier, and it's kind of the same thing right here, invalid headers, whatever. So yeah, it's just a Blender Octane thing. It's not gonna make the whole mesh. And what I'm trying to do is let me quickly show you what it does, which I'm probably just going to download a vanilla Blender just for so I can have this version for the camera track, and then I can export the camera track out and then bring it into Octane and do all the rest of the stuff. But this is what it does. Like if you guys check out his channel, he's got a really cool channel I've been following, MPS3D. But what it does is, let me quick, there it is. It basically makes this full colored dense cloud recreation of it like that. And obviously it's set up for cycles, so like those are that's a point cloud. It's just really dense, so it looks like that. So, and it's using cycles to do that and some geo stuff, so that's why it's not working on the Octane version. But I'm gonna download a regular version of it and get it to set up and get it to work, and then I'll just export that out. And I know with that dense cloud, it's using a cycles material to reproduce those colors, so I want to dig into it and figure out where exactly that's happening, so I can probably recode it or try to get it to work with Octane, or maybe I should just reach out to CG Matter and see if he can do that. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys that, but it didn't work today, so whatever. But we're gonna call it as that. And anything else in my mind? Yeah, I've been contemplating about still trying to move these to a different channel and not to my main channel, but I'm thinking I really don't want to make another whole channel. So I'm thinking about, the only thing, I didn't almost want to make this video today, and that's just because of the fact I don't want to make the thumbnail. Like, making thumbnails just sucks. So I think from here on out on these daily Blender things here, I'm not going to put a thumbnail on it, because I'm not looking to grab views. Like, those of you who watch these, that's you, they're made for you. Like, regardless, I'm not trying to make these to get in the stream or in the algorithm and get millions of views. Like, no, this is literally for people who follow my channel who are interested in this journey. So I think from here on out, no thumbnails starting tonight. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Now we're gonna hit spacebar.